Moshi, liebe verwirrten Mitzuschauer. Ich bin verwirrt. Es passiert gerade alles einfach. Und die Hieroglyph Knights und dann übernehmen die auf einmal einmal Balduc und Rom und alles passiert und... Nein, ich verglaubt, warum lässt du denn weg? Willst du nicht? Och, Katze will nicht. Okay. Dann, Moment. Muss ich sie eben rauslassen. Geht gleich weiter. So. So, weiter geht's. Ja, ich fange die Einleitung nochmal an. Also alles passiert hier gerade in Balduc. Aprilis wurde niedergestochen. Adel ist in dem Moment zusammengebrochen, warum auch immer. Der andere Adel, also Rusty, wurde vorher von Marius noch zusammengeschlagen oder bewusstlos gemacht oder keiner betäubt. Ja, und Dinge passieren. Und Dogi, was willst du denn?
Hey Adel, you saw the bulletin board, right? That letter M is Maggot's signature. Was gonna ask her about it, but I couldn't find her anyway. We were afraid this would happen. The resistance is definitely up to something. Make me wish we were up against plain old knights again. I was just on my way to talk it over with Parks. It'd be great if you could join us, but only if you have time to spare. It's my problem too, I'll join you.
No.
Adol, you're a real pal, you know that. Alright, meeting about to start, can always use another head to pitch in. Ist klar.
I can't believe they would choose now of all times to start their resistance. What are you doing, Maggot?
Maybe it's because it's the perfect time. They hitchin' a ride on the Knights' Rebellion. Romans won't know what hit them. Haha, letting that old hag run free really bits us in the ass, huh?
I guess it did.
I do not believe that Maggot is the one who is instigating this plot. I spoke to her at length about the burglaries in the noble district. I investigated myself and discovered that the internal structure is the resistance is modeled. After Maggot was imprisoned 3 years ago, the younger members seized the helm in secret. The recent thefts and scams have been part of what they call public awareness campaigns. Their objective was to accumulate capital and purposefully imprison themselves to release Maggot.
So they committed those crimes knowing full well that they were going to be caught?
That's what it's like when you got something to believe. They're brewing up something big so that would be well within the realm of possibilities. I wonder that's what we're going to do. A bunch of hucks from the bygone era reduced to begin with for scraps.
We can't underestimate it in. Then we're the ones who started the revolt against the rooms 3 years ago.
The city already in panic. We need a diplomatic solution. The last thing we need right now is a relationship with Rome. The Knights' Revolt has already begun, pulling her precious treat from Glia.
Then we've got more than one reason to stop this. But how are we supposed to do that? We have no idea where they're hiding, and we don't know what their plans are. Actually, we might.
Actually, we might. Margaret was kind enough to leave a trail to branch camps for us.
These locations may be of interest to you. Visitor kiosks at the main gates, back alley, pub in the central district, and old timer in the main square bath. These are all places where the resistance may be. It's too soon to know for sure. Only way to find out is going ourselves.
Sorry for putting you guys up to this. Just do what you can, even if just dropping by. We'll be the outlook for intel.
Alles klar. Die Peril of the Bells. Wo ist denn Silhouette? Ah, da. Oh, sie trägt das Ding nicht mehr. Oh, süß. Da geht mein Herz auf. Den Luxhammer können wir kaufen. Die Basilika. Den Lachshammer. Und das Holy Scepter. Oh, Reflex Armor. Schon nice, ey. Schon sehr nice. Aber ich glaube, wir sind auch so stark genug, dass wir das nicht brauchen. Das hier könnte jeweils ganz schnell sein. Was gebe ich dafür ab? Wobei, Lebensenergie brauche ich nicht. Gut. Alter, war das teuer. Upsi, Daisy, ey. Das war ja richtig teuer. So, dann wollen wir mal auf zu unserem Grave oder zu unseren Aufträgen sozusagen. What the fuck? Neuer Shop? Ah, ja, Käse. Käseladen. Hey, there, Jews. Welcome to the visitor's kiosk. Huh? Wait, where's the usual guy? Isn't usual Alex shift right about now? Who can say, dude? I just called up and fill in. It was pretty out of the blue. Guess they couldn't get a hold of him. And this was supposed to be my day off to, like, give me a break, literally. Sorry to hear that. Does this mean what I think it does? Has he told you anything? What, me? Kinda putting me on the spot here. No, that I'm thinking about, yeah. This guy been stopping by the kiosk a lot lately. Looked like the shantytown resident. Never seen him in myself, but he seemed to be an acquaintance of Alex. Apparently they kept talking about some sort of preparations for something. Alex seemed kinda against it all. Keep asking if the guy was really going through with it. Must be some birthday party they planning, huh? Wonder what is this? Going by the note we got, this likely has something to do with the resistance. They must have been talking about the preparations of making the move today. Doesn't that make Alex one of the members? I had no idea. And one working right by the main road too. Guy's got nuts. Guy's guts. Are you done here, dudes? Kinda job to do. Alright, sorry about that. Thanks for your time. Alex war so ein Teil der Revolution. Das hätte man sich aber auch denken können, muss ich sagen. War jetzt eigentlich ziemlich offensichtlich. Sind die Romaner jetzt eigentlich weg? Vertrieben worden? Na toll. Jetzt Hieroglyph Knights vor. Macht die Sache jetzt nicht besser. Oh, ich glaube, ich sollte die Items noch nutzen. Ah, sind keine mehr da. Dann müssen wir noch zum Center Spot, also hier hin. Der Man in Black ist weg. Huh? That's weird. Isn't that Maxim's usual spot? Er ist natürlich Teil des Widerstands. Oh, it's you all. Got some business with me? Or are you looking to cut the deal? We were just wondering if we could take a look at your wares. Fine by me. Take your pick. But make it hasty. I'm a busy man. And a considerable nimble one at that. Haha! Guys more than meet the eye, that's for sure.
You need it? I got it. Got it. Let's see. You saw nothing.
Neue Geschenke. Okay. Sie? Wow. I wonder if Gaston will be okay. Is something the matter, miss? You looks a little down. Oh, you're all from the Dandelion, right? I'm just gripping about one of my regulars, this guy named Gaston. He showed up last night before just close up shop. Told me it will his last time there before paying off his tab and walking away. That does makes you wonder, doesn't it? Come to think of it, there was a rumor he got tangled up in some incident recently. He hadn't shown up ever since, not until last night, that is. Gaston, that's the name of the thief who tangled the Noble District warehouse. That's right, the one who got away in the end. Did Gaston say anything else to you? Well, not to me directly, but he did mumble some stuff as he was leaving. Things like this show was ruins and can't let it get damp, whatever that means. Can't exactly glean what he was planning from that alone. But with what he had already done, it sounds like we've hit the mark. He must be involved in all of this. Right, Maggot's intel did lead us straight here after all. Still, just like Maggot, we've got no idea where he actually is. Listen, Gaston's from the shantytown. He had more than his fair share of fights with rooms. But he has his good sides too. He looked out for me ever since my husband died. I don't know what he's up to, but could you do something for me if you happen to see him? Just tell him to think before he acts, that's all. Of course we will. Jetzt müssen wir nur noch zum Pendletons.
What's this city coming to?
Nee, wo müssen wir? Da müssen wir hin, zum Badehaus. Da müssen wir sowieso noch hin, bevor das Kapitel anfängt. Von daher passt das. Warum auch immer das nur 500 Gold kostet. Okay. Dann schauen wir mal. Ach, er. Oh, glad you make it. You could make it. So, you're the little wisp nappers the boss roped in, huh? Huh? Wait, you... Unbelievable. You're that old leecher I reported for peeping.
That's a strong way to put it. Certainly wasn't easy wrangling my way out of one. But you see, that request was actually made for a different purpose entirely. Does that make you the old-timer Maggot was referring to? Me? I'm just your average geezer who fancies a visit of baths now and then. Save for my service as a core member of the Bells of Freedom 3 years back. Hard to imagine an old man like you was a revolutionary. Then again, I guess it's not so strange considering Maggot was your boss. To be fair, the group was originally founded by a bunch of old folks with not much time left. We figured that our deaths would be a small price to pay for the bright future of our youth. Throughout, it seems our blunder has led them down the wrong path all forever in the end. Yeah, the path is pretty left and boogery. As if you didn't already know. Sounds to me like you ain't much of a core member anymore. Yes, the resistance dissolved for the time following Maggot's arrest, but the youngst of a group continued to operate under the fold. I'd been acting to their advisor of sorts in an effort to keep their hostility in check, but ultimately my attempts to contain them failed miserably. Perhaps I could have quelled their victive, thus had I succeeded. I see, but what is the resistance trying to achieve here exactly? It doesn't seem like Maggot's anywhere around here either. It would seem they're readying to attack the garrison posts in each and every district. This revolt from the knights has cued them in the one perfect opportunity to take back Leah. And preparing to do so, they've been collecting intel and identifying blind spots. The request I've made previously falls squarely under the ladder. What a load of crock. Doesn't matter how much chaos there is, you gotta have real breaks for brains to think the room soldier gonna lose to some civilian. They've hardly got weapons and or armor to start. One step and they toast. That is, unless they've got an ace up to their sleeve. Maggot appears to be assisting them. Not directly, but in supplies both through equipment and stores of gunpowder. What? But why? It would seem she intends to see this matter through its bitter end. She convicted starting this by her hand give her the burden of ending it as well. Maggot. Can't really say for sure if it's on her either way. But she has to want a stop to it. At least why else would she put a request in? That means it's up to us to do something about this. Any helpful info would be much appreciated. And naturally I plan to give it. That is why I've been waiting here for you after all. Here's my take on this as a long-standing member of the Resistance. There's only one place in this city powder and weapons could be valuable concealed. It would have to be underground and spacious enough to spare as well. Is any particular spot coming into mind? I think I have a decent idea. Considering everything else we found out, we should be able to narrow it down. Thank you very much, Mr. Ganyu. Not at all. I'm too old to raise a hand against those youngsters anymore. It's up to the next generation to carry on the torch. So, please stop them, before it's too late to give them a chance. After going to all 3 locations in the message, you all return to Dandelion. And you then reconvent with Doogie and Parks. Though have through those people we knew were resistance members all the time. They've been bleeding and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And if they're nowhere to be seen, we should assume they're in the final stages of setting their plan into motion. We're running out of time. Yes, time is of the essence. With the information you gathered, we now know where most of their hideouts are located. Cloaca Maxima in Shantytown. There have been shady people seen going in and out of that area, right? Yep. We've found a god of proof for insurrections. We've got witness who saw that Gaston guy and Alex from the visitor kiosk. It's a done deal then.
Alright.
Nearly there. I'll let you take it from here. Madame Margaret is there. We'll need to prepare ourselves to a truly intent assault the room guard posts. We're counting on you, monstrums. Leave it to us. Haha, next up, Cloaca Maxima.
Treffender hätte ich es nicht formulieren können. Credo. Und so geht auch dieser Part zu Ende. Und gleich treffen wir uns wieder im glorreichen Scheißhaus wieder. Frohes Schaffen, frohes Sein, bis gleich, haut rein. Euer Silvarius, be right back. Au! And outer.